Game number 1 draft here, and we've got some bans. Kalista, standard ban there for M3. They'll follow it up with the Maokai, but a Thresh and a Hecarim ban there from OMG.
Yeah, they're banning away the Thresh, not letting LoveCD have that champion, and the Hecarim as well away from Lupa, taking away a potential carry role from him in that Hecarim. We saw V in the last game go massive, so there's always the chance that the Hecarim can go big. I do like the Maokai ban though, taking away that from Ziyang. Put him maybe onto more of a carry-style top laner where he can start to struggle.
Yeah, Rek'Sai ban there from OMG. The Insta-Rise ban from M3, which is required, given that OMG will not give it to M3 at all, given that Lupa and Dade can both play it well. Xianghe going to have some fun. Flashes high-hitting it for a second and then locks in Gragas.
You always want the Donga whenever he's
yeah, I know. Every time.
But they lock in that Gragas pick. They've got the very strong jungler there now. Of course, the Rek'Sai being banned also does make it a little bit harder, but we know Condi has the default Lee Sin that he can always go back to. Does give him a lot of pressure, but it's also more of a streamlined decision if he opts into that Lee Sin pick now, and that might be the decision they've gone for with the Gragas. Yeah, I
mean, they ban Rek'Sai, so I like the pick away from OMG, but does Condi have something else? That's the question. Hovering Alistar right now, we've seen pretty much these two junglers that you can see pick or ban and Lee Sin from Condi, but Nidalee's been seeing some more play. Runeglave's sort of a thing. Echo's a big champion. Does he play them? Maybe not. Going to take Lee Sin Alistar for their first two.
He may play it, but we're not going to see it in this game at the very least, as they've locked in that Alistar, something that wasn't really contested in the first best of 2 today and always available. They finally have that one on the board, and I feel like one of the best ways to answer a tank is with a tank.
Yep.
There isn't many better ones.
There's Braum for Amazing, and there's Corki for North. They're just taking the very strong, very self-sufficient bottom lane.
And that's exactly what they want to do here. OMG's bot laner, they need to be self-sufficient because of the topside focus on the map that Loveling will be placing around Cool and Ziyang, and then trying to translate that into strength. So a smart, nice bot lane there to get themselves through at the very least even and try not to be behind, but from the looks of it, Cool hovering a smite. I'm not sure if he's baiting us into saying his next pick's going to be an Ezreal, but I'm getting the vibe.
Yeah, that's certainly the vibe here. Oh, Dade's like, yeah, I can play this as well, right, guys? Dade and Ezreal sounds like a pretty good proposition. He locks it in. Lupa takes Nah. M3, power across the board in these picks.
Yeah, their picks are massive for them right now. Lupa having that Nah can go massive on that one. Condi, his signature early pressure champion, and then Dade just picks up that Ezreal mid. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh my god, these picks are so juicy. Just what they're hovering right now, OMG. I like the Twisted Fate. Flash at Dade being like, hey, remember this champion? He used to be good at this. Cool actually does have Ghost, so he might have already selected that for himself. Was waiting for the changeover from the Smite. But Dade on this Runglaive Ezreal, that's exciting to watch as well. How far has Dade come to go from the player with like a negative champion pool to not even just playing like other champions, to playing the current meta champions as well as OMG. They get Nunu and Twisted Fate.
They've picked up the Nunu.
The Loveling Nunu. Not, wait, what? Oh, please be top lane Nunu. Please be top lane Nunu.
Now, it could go either way. It could be the Nunu jungle, could be the Gragas jungle, but I don't even, because they blind picked it as well. No, they've got the Nah there.
Yeah.
What is it going to be?
I don't know. They don't know their mid lane matchup.
That's amazing.
Oh, no, they don't know the AD carry, sorry. Because, I mean, M3's showing the solo lane, so OMG are like, yeah, we'll take this Nunu Gragas, don't worry about it.
It's all good. We'll see what they want to go for, but I mean, you look at the holistic
Wait, what is this?
It's
weird. They flexing? Oh my god, they are. Dade's going to take Victor instead. And SMLZ's going to get Ezreal. Wait, that's not how that works. No, it is how that works. There we go. There, Dade swaps back.
A lot of swaps.
That was a lot of levels in this draft.
Yeah. The M3's finished their team comp as well. They flexed the Ezreal, a very smart little bait there. Dade's going to be the victor into the Twisted Fate. Pretty comfortable in that lane. TF doesn't have a great time. Not many champions have a great time against that victor, though, to be fair. And we have no idea what's happening
That was smart. I mean, Xiang is playing top lane Nunu, so I don't know what his build is, but that's what he's playing. I do like that they saw Twisted Fate like, nah, don't give me the crappy lane. Dade's like, take this champion, I don't want it. You have it, SMLZ.
That's one of the cool things about the Ezreal, is you can flex it, as we are looking at a Nunu top.
Yep, Xiang, Nunu top. He's been playing very meta, very standard, so nice to see him break out of it. Lovely on a Gragas, so this has been one of his best looking champions.
It has definitely, and up against Condi on one of the safer ones himself as we move our way towards the middle lane. And
what a mid lane matchup. Cool versus Dade on Twisted Fate versus Victor. will be nice to watch. But SMLZ on the Ezreal versus Corki, some players do prefer this matchup, so I'm curious to see if SMLZ likes it or not, or at least how he goes. And I like that Amazing's branching out. Love City took his Alistar, so he'll just take Braum.
Yeah, it's not too bad of a matchup in a direct 1v1 if you compare the Corki and the Ezreal. Corki has a lot more burst instantly with the Phosphorus, but Ezreal's much more poke and try not to get hit.
Well, I want to see what happens with the top lane, Nunu Rusty, so let's get into game. And welcome back onto the Rift as OMG take on M3 in game number 1. The points really do matter here today, especially in this match. Maybe no more than other in this particular one for the day. But winning game 1 in a best of 2 is crucial, as we found out in the last one, Rusty. And OMG are throwing everything they have at it, including Xiang's top lane, Dawn Ring start, Nunu.
He doesn't even have a skin.
He doesn't even have a skin.
I'm so sad about that. Like, why not go the Nunu bot?
I don't know.
And
there
laugh.
are so many good Nunu
You could
skins.
tilt so many top laners by laughing as Nunu bot. It's frustrating enough to be against the Nunu, to say the least, but they're stacking in a bush. A 5-point start here is the response from M3, but are they even going to invade, or are they just going to hang around and try and catch Lupa?
Is there anything in this matchup in the top lane? Because, like, I assume Xiang's picked it into Lupa very intentionally.
Well, there's no direct win. I guess it's interesting to note how Lupa's gone for a Doran's Blade start as well, so his strength is fairly weak, whereas the Nunu does have a fair amount of sustain through there. He's very annoying with the poke, and Anar doesn't necessarily have that sustain. But in direct trades, I mean, there's just no situation where Anar is really in the threat of dying to the Nunu. But you look at the jungle Nunu.
Yep.
You can basically put Nunu in the jungle with Lovely.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Consume. He's going to start it off. Xiang also has 37 AP.
Yeah.
So I think we actually are going to see top lane AP Nunu.
That's amazing.
Not. That is amazing.
It may not be full AP Nunu. Keep in mind they like to go for, say, a Frozen Heart. You want the mana pool. They did give him the Grom.
And he's still jungling. They didn't lane swap, so Xiang's just hanging out. Lupa thinks something's up. He's taking Raptors for himself here. But this is a weird start to a weird game.
Something fishy going on
Not
here with
that
this
amazing. Into SMLZ and Love City, and amazing, landing some nice chairs.
I like the leash, though. I do like that start. This bot lane's pressure from North and Braum right now, though, on Amazing is just ridiculous. Ezreal's a very low-impact jungler, and Braum has a super strong level 1. I just called Ezreal a jungler.
Yep.
But the Braum level 1 is almost completely unrivaled. He's got bonus magic damage if they even get stunned, and the threat of a stun is enough to push them away. You can see.
Yeah, they're about to hit level 2 as well. So
yeah.
Love City and SMLZ can't have anything to do with this matchup right now. I like the heal, actually, from Love City. That was adorable. Keeping the minions alive long enough to get level 2 first.
So it's difficult, though, to have a heal. Alistar's level 2 now is quite weak, though he possesses some sustain, which is not too bad. Amazing doesn't really have any of that himself. But the pressure that a Corki and a Braum can output at all stages is just, it needs to be respected from this M3 roster. This bot lane in particular, looking for maybe level 3 before the Braum does start to peter off a little bit. The Alistar finds some strength and some actual relevance in this direct laning.
Yeah, you said it already. Ezreal, a relatively low impact laner in the bottom lane. I feel like that's true of Alistar as well. So M3 really just want to farm in this lane.
Yeah, and it's interesting that they wanted the 2v2 because they are looking for the direct Corki-Ezreal matchup. There was an interesting strategy last game where they lane swapped till level 2, then swapped back again. That could have been considered.
Yeah, but instead we have Loveling lining himself up for a gank here in the bottom lane. Love City kind of keep on the right side, protect his AD carry, but SMLZ going to get jumped on. Flash Q will be flashed. Body slam though, landing in. Loveling going to smash him, and Condi, he can't save him. Kill goes to Braum.
Yeah, the flash safeguard, not enough to protect him from the damage that came out of Loveling. Flash is used, Ignite's used on everyone except the Corki who has his summoners. And the pressure in this bot lane is not going to stop anytime soon.
No, good pathing from Condi to try and save his bottom lane, but SMLZ will be first blooded as we turn to the mid lane for the first time. Dade, nice little CS lead here against Cool, but Cool just wants to farm away. I like the mana pot there as well.
Yeah, Sivir-esque almost in this mid lane is a Twisted Fate. Just looking to get as many last hits as possible, scales well with the passive, but then we move ourselves to the top lane, and that's now 2 Doran's rings on the Nunu.
And 2 points in Snowball.
Yay!
I see what you're doing here, Xiang. I mean, the early...
Oh, it hurts.
The early levels weren't that crash hot for Xiang, but this only gets worse. It's a sort of like... What's the best way to describe this, Rusty?
Once level 5 hits, you just struggle to be in a lane. That is what this is right now.
It feels like the worst Vladimir ever. Like, the most annoying Vladimir in top lane.
Yeah. It's like when a Gnar has a frozen mallet.
Yeah, oh man,
at all
that's annoying.
stages of the game. That's what Nunu top feels like.
Well, Lupa getting a taste of his own medicine for now is top lane Nunu looking like a stroke of genius so far from Xiang, but we'll see how things develop. Cool though goes back. First, oh my god, this is so funny.
You just feel a little bit dirty inside for the fact that it's working.
Ooh,
wow.
North dives in, SMLZ. Loveling's back here again. Attention to the bottom lane this time, not helping out Cool, who did have a Sheen at one point, but swapped over to cooldown boots. Yeah,
North not actually going for the Sheen himself, wasting a lot of mana there for some aggression. Didn't find any direct kills, so this bot lane of M3 is actually going to be okay for the moment. North can't consistently continue to trade without just using autos. SMLZ's got the mana and mana pots to sustain him through.
Yeah, this is going surprisingly well for M3, given how things started, but I guess we'll have to check in a little bit later here as Amazing and North still trying to apply as much pressure as they can. Loveling again here in the bottom lane. That's the third time.
And now he's just clearing vision to make it scary for M3 to want to push past the middle point in this lane. The fact that he's staying, though, is a bit of a mistake. He doesn't need to be there. They're already zoning themselves in an attempt to not die.
Yep, don't want to eat any more damage here, so they'll just hang back here, clear out the wave as best they can. SMLZ going to snipe whatever CS he can find. Other than that, looking down, Cool 47 to 49, nice and even there in the mid lane, and Xiang starting to get some traction in the top lane as Lupa has a null magic mantle, but he's going to need a few more of those to shake off all the snowballs.
Look at this. Level 6 to level 5. You have to respect Xiang's strength right now as Lupa.
Oh my goodness.
What I like in this game so far, just something I want to touch on, is how all of the pressure that Loveling has placed on the bottom half of the map has brought attention from Condi on the Lee Sin. Successful or not, he has been around, and Loveling's always one step ahead.
Yep, like right now, is Cool going to find the gold card? Condi will safeguard away. Cool considered a flash get started with a stun, but a nice shield there from the power transfer, going to shake off some of that damage. And Cool going to go back once more here.
Cool actually using his ghost to try and catch up there, but Lee Sin does get away. They spotted him about 30 seconds prior to that, eventuating right there from a ward near the Gromp.
And so, that's great early warding from OMG.
They're completely on top of where Condi is, and this is the cool strategy about what they're doing here. They're focusing in a lane that otherwise you look at on paper, you don't expect them to be near. But it's working because Xiang can just sit top and be the most annoying Nunu in the world.
Exactly. Opens up for Xiang. And you can see, you talked about the level 5 market. Xiang now level 7. He was honestly down in CS when this lane started. But Nunu right now showing nothing but strength in the top lane. Lupa completely zoned off the wave.
Well, the thing with the Nunu is every single time you get a level that upgrades your snowball, you get stronger.
Yep.
So level 5, level 7, level 9. Are all power spikes for a Nunu from direct strength.
Oh, Lupa going in, trying to all in now with the jungler in sight. Condi going to come into the top side. Q will land. Pops the ulti, though. Cool going to come in as well. Damage is massive onto Lupa. No! Dade cancels the gate in. Now Xiang has to run away. Cool's actually about to die. Loveling in the top side. Everyone's going to live for now.
That was so close.
Both mid laners played that so well.
Oh my god, that was close. The cancel saving the life of Gnar right
Chaos
there.
Storm.
Yeah.
Oh, Chaos Storm cancels channels.
It has the mini silence, like the disruption, like a Cassidon.
Yeah, no longer actually silences as Condi takes some body slam damage, enough to interrupt Twisted Fate. Dade, nice Victor play.
Yeah, actually saving his teammate. Lupin not able to, well, not going to go down there. Xiang not able to find the kill, but hitting a fully channel, absolute zero. You can see how much damage that was doing.
Lupa was lucky. Oh, Love City all in onto North. Pulverize after the headbutt back in, sorry. After the Pulverize, but amazing. Blocking massive amounts of damage. Ulti blocked there as well from SMLZ.
You have to question, you have to question why they flexed and put the Victor mid when there is a Braum in the game. Maybe they didn't want the impactful ultimate, they just wanted AD Ezreal ultimate for that.
Lupa doesn't have ulti. Loveling's forced to use his there to save Xiang in the top lane. I don't know if Xiang needs much saving. Having a fun time here. Gonna go back.
I think he wants to recall.
Oh, I really want to know where he's going with his next build, but Cool's gonna try and get a gank in. Won't find it, pops a ward on the Krugs and returns to mid.
Yeah, he's not going to overcommit to it because they know he's missing. Pings use it left, right, and center to announce the fact that he's not there. But again, Dade knows he's disappearing. He's trying to put pressure down at every opportunity to prevent any ultimates from coming out.
Good snipe there from Dade. Bit of damage there from the death ray. And you can see the wave clear. Already got the upgraded E. And these minions are just melting. Cool cannot leave for long.
No. And you know what? I was questioning whether they went AP Ezreal or AD Ezreal and why they did it. But I now realize that because the AD Ezreal's ultimate is low damage and low impact compared to that of the mid Ezreal with Smite's ultimate being a big part of his kit, that because they changed, they flexed it because the Braum was picked, is actually really smart from this M3 side.
Yeah, SMLZ can just get the attack speed storage instead of having to use it for damage. Love CD though, stunned up here, is going to maybe be forced to use that ult. He hasn't popped it yet, trying to save the cooldown. Does so successfully. Does well to save the ultimate. Most Alistars would have used it, but now he's so low in health they can't contest this blue buff. Cool not actually able to get in range to use the... That's like the worst feeling in the world as Twisted Fate, because that angle does not work for your auto attack ranges. Love City gets tagged again. Now has to ulti. There's the ult from Braum though, amazing. Chasing in, does get the stun turn. Love CD has to keep running. Does he have enough? Cool. Gonna dive straight under the turret. Loveling pops them all back with the ulti. North gonna get that kill. Now SMLZ locked up by Cool's gold card. Xiang's down, teleports in for a snowball. And OMG complete the tower dive. They get a very successful tower dive right there. Cool playing it well, getting the ultimate off this time. Victor not able to prevent that in this case. And amazing in North, the heroes of this situation, catching the Alistar before the blue buff and then catching the Alistar again, skirting around the edges of the blue buff. They make a very easy dive and they don't just get one kill, they get two now. No objective though is the nice thing for M3, so OMG will take their kills and reset their lanes, but that's Sheen Phage completed there for Corki. That's Xiang going tank now actually on the Nunu, so had the early AP, but going now for that Frozen Heart. So it's good to get a Spirit Visage as a Nunu as well, just because it increases the healing on your consume, and you're essentially going battle Nunu in your build, looking to get items because you actually get money. You're not just jungling. You have to use the resources in a positive manner to ensure that you can impact the rest of the game. Cool lines up a gold card. Gets under the tower there. Dade though fighting back. Low on mana unfortunately for Dade. Probably going to have to go back there. Does recall now, but things going relatively well here for OMG. About 1,000, 1,500 gold ahead. Xiang going to get ulted though by Lupa. But Xiang eats a creep and walks away. Look at the vision control in the bottom half of the map here from OMG. It was all around this bottom turret. They want to pressure this one down indefinitely. They're zoning away. And amazing. Denied. You can't do it like note button. Yeah, it is. Unbreakable is a really cool spell as Condi gets his lane to the top lane. Great ward from Xiang. Just runs away. Condi's going to kick him. Lands the Q. Lupa in the area. Has to be careful. Condi gets snowballed. Xiang needs to eat a creep. It's okay. Everything is okay for now. Yeah, has to run the other way now because they're going to come back in. Lupa tanking that smart. Condi lands it, but Cool now going to come in to clean them out. Gold card lands. Cool gets one kill after the Destiny reveal. Now going to chase him for a second. OMG going to get the Dragon as well. Flash gold card. Lupa. Oh, the wild cards just missed. Didn't wait to use the wild cards. It was unlucky because the flash was nicely timed to save himself. They do get the Dragon at the same time, I believe. So everything going right for OMG. The Twisted Fate completely unlocked in laning phase. There's no way for Dade to stop him. I mean, couldn't stop him that time. Managed to do it before, but if you can't see Twisted Fate, he's already gone. Goes into the top lane and saves Xiang. And that's the thing, is a lot of the vision control in the river has been on the back of Loveling. He has unlocked, essentially, Cool for him to get the gates off and actually find the picks. It's working so well for them, and the pressure hasn't stopped since level 1. He was bottom, and then he controlled the entire bottom side of the river, and that was where the focus went from Condi, which unlocks the top side. Yep, and Xiang's had a fun time in his top lane, although actually now down in CS. Lupa doing an excellent job keeping the lane intact after a pretty rough patch there in the middle of the lane. So we'll reset a bit now again. 2,000 gold up for OMG and a Dragon. So still looking for those turrets and that gold, but they've got plenty of pressure to draw on. And it's hard because M3 have sacrificed their bot lane to be essentially non-existent, looking to scale out of it and maybe get themselves into a strength around the Victor and around the Gnar team fighting. The Lee Sin kicks are still very relevant right now. Has his warrior enchantment done, but he's just not able to get anything done yet. The next fight, if M3 can find themselves getting something successful, making at least an even trade, they can get themselves well and truly back into this game with a strength.
But at the moment, the bot lane is so far from a strength, they resign themselves to losing lane, but then they lost really hard from smart rotations of OMG.
Yeah, Trinity Force is on the way for North, so Corki is only getting stronger. Twisted Fate has Lich Bane there as well, so all those rotations that Cool's been doing, gonna make taking those turrets that they're looking for that much easier. But Dade going in. Great stun there from Cool. Barely lives through the all-in from Dade. He's trying for it, does ulti down, but can't finish the kill onto TF.
Didn't get the kill. A nice gold card timed very well to ensure he got out with his life. Using the Ghost as well to run faster than the Chaos Storm can travel.
Yeah, but I like that Dade picked a good spot to all in there. Had 2 evolution points, so Q&E ready to go. Got the speed up from the Q and then just ran at him.
Yeah, even putting down the W in between. This aggression in bot lane.
Oh, SMLZ goes forward there, dodging some of the damage.
Whoa.
Love CD. Tried to go for the flash headbutt pulverize. Instead, Cool's going to ulti, but he's getting it cancelled. Dade will go down there in the mid lane. Cool's forced to fight there instead. But they get the kill. They might get Condi. Loveling's going to chase it. The max W is good damage. Condi. Oh, he flashes out. The Q goes down. Loveling gets a bit of health back. Oh, the Q barely hits him in the belly. And everyone gets away.
That was close. This bot lane, though.
Oh, amazing! Flash, ulti, Q, not enough, unbreakable. Ignite goes down, he gets the kill. Cool's down here as well. Love City gonna get wrapped up, but they need to do damage to the turret.
Loveling's low.
Love City's got nowhere to go. Loveling is quite low. Red card from Cool. Love City knows he's dead, does go down to Loveling, and they'll take the tower as well.
It's just insane, the rotations that OMG are putting in place. They've got a very low jungler who just dived Elise in, but they can still make it happen. We're watching, this is how the Twisted Fate ults in and actually finds Dade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, straight on top of him. That was really simple.
Alley-oop there from Loveling.
That was straight into the belly boom.
Yep, and now Condi going to clear out some wards, trying to get traction back into this game, but OMG find themselves 4,000 gold down. Lich Bane for TF, Trinity Force for Corki, moving into Blade of the Ruin King, and Nunu just being Nunu. Xiang not needed right now. Just trying to hold Looper back. He has actually fallen behind in CS, so...
It's kind of what should happen. The Gnar generally has some form of scaling, whereas the Nunu's not necessarily known for his scaling prowess, unless he goes AP. But he can't go AP because he's in a lane against the Banshee's Veil first item Gnar.
Yeah, I like this a lot from Looper. Very clever choice.
Exactly what it needs to be as well. Blocking the one source of damage that Jiang will be using in laning phase.
This snowball is Loveling. Looking for another bit of action here in the top side of the map now. Going to get some wards down. Dragonaut up for a minute 35, so OMG have some time to try and play to this side of the map. And they are quite strong. Xiang's got his Frozen Heart completed now as well. And they've actually brought North up to the top lane. They're going to try and take more towers.
Very smart decision. They've got enough time until the dragon spawns. They don't need to worry about it. And they also feel strong enough. Trinity Force done.
Yeah, looking to maybe all in, but instead zone them off the wave. Cool just pops his ulti for vision, going for SMLZ. SMLZ can't get away from this. Cool gets the stun. Good ulti, but it's not enough damage, and Xiang claims it.
Xiang makes sure he gets the kill with that auto attack, not giving it to Cool, as he's got enough kills already. One's enough for him, right?
Sure.
Easy done.
5 assists. TF looking good, though. Cool, very efficient build as well. I mean, he hasn't knocked down as many towers as we might expect, but Lich Bane TF is all about getting in early and often with the Destiny. As Dade turns it around, see ya, mate. Loveling comes in now as well. It's like, oh, I don't really want this. Dade going to keep chasing. The tower's low there as well.
That was so silly.
Yeah.
There's no reason at any stage in the game that a Twisted Fate would... It's a little bit,
smile there from Dade.
The slightest hint of a smile.
Cool looks a bit sheepish after that. Yeah, generally you want to be the one running at Twisted Fate, not have Twisted Fate run at you. That's the good times.
Yeah, when a Twisted Fate runs at you, he's asking to die. And that's exactly what happened. Yep. So, slight mistake right there from Cool. He's been doing a lot of work so far, to be fair, so only one hiccup all in all.
But not too bad. Getting stronger. Ooh, ulti. Xiang. SMLZ was just like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just taking farm. Don't worry about it. SMLZ will clean it out from under the turret.
His ult's a farming tool, right? That's definitely what it's used for, yeah.
That's
not used for
Misfortune
damage.
Nunu, same champion.
Yeah, definitely.
Ult to yep.
Does that also mean they're bad out of laning phase?
Maybe? I think that's relatively true of both of them, actually.
What I want to point out, though, is Nunu doesn't have the likes of a direct auto attack-based hyper carry on the side to actually complement with that Blood Boil.
I feel, I noticed that in the draft. I feel like his best Blood Boil target's actually probably Cool. Yeah.
It works really well with the stacked deck. The Corki doesn't necessarily need it because he loops auto attacks in between spells. I mean, it's pretty good on the Twisted Fate, but I guess he's more of a split push pain in the bum.
I mean, you can make North smoother, I guess, as far as like getting the auto attacks in, but he's a seasoned Corki player. I'm sure North is fine just on his own with the spell weaving. But in and amongst all that, Dragon does go to M3, so they managed to claim that for themselves and equalize the objective. Is red buff close there for the steal by SMLZ.
Dade's rotating. They're looking. I don't know
Dade's
if they'll
strong.
find. He is very strong right now. We just saw him instantly blow up cool on that Twisted Fate. 40 CS ahead as well. He hasn't been leaving lane, so he's found himself an advantage in terms of itemization for killing people 1v1 and then farm.
Yeah, and Dade is a player that only gets better in games. So once he gets more items, he gets stronger. Victor's definitely been a champion. He showed a lot of proficiency on it. Again, it's been nice to see Dade sort of play new champions, play meta champions, and make them work for him, despite being a player that usually kind of sticks to his champions and his champions only. Is amazing. Doesn't want to face check too much damage. Takes a massive chunk of health just from a quick 1-2 punch.
Yeah, Victor is massive right now, something that needs to be respected and considered. And I just wanted to raise the question of SMLZ looking to go for a last whisper.
Yep.
Looking to accelerate his damage because there is barely any, but he's also using a Trinity Force with that last whisper.
Dade getting ganked, forced to flash out from Cool. Stun card will follow. Love CD runs in, but North already claimed the kill. 3-man pulverize is enough time for Looper, but he cancels the port. He knows he can't join in. Love CD is ulted. He's going to go down eventually, though, as North will get himself the double.
Alistar's tanky, but he's not tanking for anything in particular as Dade goes down way too quickly. The max range auto attack flash. It's just really funny to watch Jiang play Nunu at all.
Yeah, Nunu lane, and yeah, I agree. Nunu's great.
He's laughing. I heard that.
Oh, body slam finds two. Looper alley-oop back into the Brawl multi. Absolutely huge combo gives OMG the kill.
OMG looking nearly unstoppable right now. All it takes for them is to make sure that Dade is not alive. The Victor was the biggest issue, the biggest hurdle for them to jump over before they can start trying to snowball the game. They're 11-1 right now, but still, that one kill is onto the strongest member of the team. And considering the scoreline difference, you're expecting these turrets to be going down very convincingly. They start to make it happen on the back of making sure Dade is the one dead.
Yep, 4-2 up now. Kill the wave clear and take the
again.
turrets. They are going to go. He's dead. Dade can't get out of this. Cleanse. No, he does use it, but it's too late. And North claims another kill. 5-0-4 for the Corki.
He should have a Blade of the Ruin King completed from all of this. The Twisted Fate is a complete support mid laner right now, just unlocking the rest of his side. They've got the Nunu, who's starting to get really tanky, is not going to be taking damage anytime soon. Everyone from OMG is looking just further ahead of their lane opponent.
And you can see they're just going into lanes, finding kills, and then shoving down turrets. It's, again, the classic OMG style that we're seeing more and more of. And it's led, again, Loveling and Cool going in. Amazing follows up, and Cool, he's gone full efficient damage on this TF build.
He definitely has, looking for as much as possible. As we look at the gold difference between the mid laners, the only lane that really was doing well, the saving grace of this M3 side, is still down 2,000.
Yeah, bottom lane's really far down there as well. OMG are relatively far ahead in this game, almost 8,000 gold up already 23 minutes into this game. So it's a tough road now for M3. They need to get everyone scaling, but Looper and Dade just need a bit more time. SMLZ's done the right thing. He's gone for efficiency in that build. But it's a long time here, and OMG, they are not slowing down. Dade eats another ulti. Will live through that one.
You just can't help but question the way that M3 were playing the early game as well. They were just completely at the will of OMG. They didn't put anything into effect themselves, and they were the team with the least sin. They were just sitting there responding and playing reactively. They couldn't make anything happen, but then you have to give credit to the fact that Loveling's early pressure, Jiang shutting down Looper in the top lane by just not letting him go anywhere. Look at the forced itemization.
This is so adorable, going for a quick 24-minute Baron without Loveling.
Yeah,
because they have a Nunu.
Yeah, it's an easy bait.
That's genius.
Put Loveling in the mid lane, they won't think you're going for the Baron. Suddenly, a wild purple birth buff appears around them.
Yeah, North has it. They do know it's done now, so they'll have a timer at least, but Cool split pushing down the bottom side, and OMG get an actual free Baron. Usually you don't get that sort of discount.
Pretty hard to stop it, to be fair. The gold lead, the vision control, just look at the top side of the minimap. Pinks everywhere around the Baron area. Deep vision, the green wards are well and truly securing OMG a commanding position around that Baron, and only now has M3 started to expend their vision in that area.
North actually tracking SMLZ. Just going to go in and fight him. Almost gets him. SMLZ gets crit. Ulti out, finds Cool. Not too late. Loveling's here as well. Love CD. Going to get locked down. Xiang's joining in. He pops his ulti, but they'll take it. OMG now going to arrest control this turret.
Yeah, very easy. North playing so aggressively, being the carry that this team was looking for through laning phase now, translating that into just aggressive decisions outside of it. OMG looking almost unstoppable right now. They should get the inhibitor.
Yeah, this tower's dead. They're going to look for the inhib now as well. Xiang can zone them all away. Braum ulti's good. Finds 3 there. Love CD gets taken out there by Cool without his ulti. Now Dade trying to fight them off, but the inhibitor's taking too much damage and they're not that strong. Looper going to get locked up, almost stunned into the absolute 0. And Cool is just,
Cool!
No! Oh no! Chaos Storm down, Dade flashes in, he's going to get the kill onto Cool. Dade with a misplay from Cool and the carries are dead. OMG, a fatal mistake in this game keeps M3 in it.
What were they doing? He flashed after the card ran out and did not get the auto attack off. Going down, actually dying to the turret, which was still standing there. So a bit of a mistake to run that direction. Yeah.
Cool again. Looks a little sheepish after that.
So he should.
Twisted Fate mechanics. Maybe a little rusty.
Wasn't even the Twisted Fate mechanic. That was a decision-making error. The Twisted Fate was fine. He had the gold card.
Yeah, it ran the duration went out.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You have to give a lot of credit to Amazing, though, hitting those ultimates.
Yeah, he's probably been excellent as OMG. I'm going to turn into this dragon. I like that M3 are trying to push their advantage. They have to. Looper going to come in now in Mini-Nar form, but hops away on the Scuttle Crab. They just need a couple numbers here to claim it. Xiang, though, lining up a steal. Does go to Loveling. Condi locked up, will die. And there's the double as Looper going to get stunned up here as well by Braum. Xiang is just chasing them down. SMLZ has no hope.
Red buff and a Nunu.
Absolutely no hope as Love CD. He's trying. He's trying to save all the snowball.
Oh, good luck.
Still going. Xiang going to chase in there. Yes! Pops his ulti. Gets the kill. Now Amazing coming in. They're trying to lock down Looper. Xiang's not done. Okay, maybe now he is. The tower dive specialist, Nunu.
Oh, that was amazing.
Dade looks deflated in this game.
There's no way to get away from a red buff Nunu with CDR stacked. He's working on a Righteous Glory as well, as if to add insult to injury. This OMG side looking unbeatable at this stage. It's their game to lose. If Cool makes another mistake in card selection, perhaps they'll lose another team fight. But at this stage, they are just so in control that a Xiang, that a Nunu can 1v1 an Ezreal, one of the hardest to catch carries in the game.
Yeah, and they're 12,000 gold ahead. OMG. I've just rocketed off to a massive lead here, almost just under 28 minutes into the game. Dade goes back, buys his death cap. Dade will try until the end of this game to carry as hard as he can, but it is a long road to carry. And Amazing has blocked so many Ezreal ultimates this game.
It's just making being Ezreal a nightmare. He jumped to the minions to block that one to ensure they didn't die. It's just gross.
And Xiang in North going to apply pressure in the bottom half. Baron buff has worn off, I believe. Yes, it has. Amazing will hop into the front line. Love CD. Oh my god. 4-man pulverized. Chaos Storm down. Xiang channeling his ulti though. Gonna go up massively. Condi almost dying. SMLZ getting chased out by Cool. Gets sniped by some wild cards. Now Looper trying to run away, but he's just eating snowballs. And that was the best of a bad situation. They still couldn't do it as Cool. Diving in onto Dade. He will evaporate. And OMG going to look to close the game out. Looper locked up as well.
Has ultimate.
Chasing him out. Yeah, has the ulti. Going to try and bait them. Stun again. Cool going to keep going. Has to be careful. Gets him in. Condi will snipe him. Nice 2 for 2 there. But Looper still chasing. Loveling alive as well. Xiang literally not letting them go anywhere. And North is alive. He's an amazing Corki game here with all the attention from Loveling. And OMG will take game number 1.
The engage was there from M3, but there's just no answer. They may not even be able to end.
Can't end just yet. Spoke a little too soon.
Wow.
Amazing will die. They'll clean up. M3. 14,000 gold behind, base in pieces with the top half broken and no more Nexus turrets. Condi going to try something here.
There's still 3 members.
Yeah, he knows. He doesn't want to face check that many people. Loveling! Oh, ultis him in. He will die. Super Creep will block the potential Q, and Loveling gets himself the kill.
Condi just being really desperate in the way he's playing, looking for a kill anywhere that he can, but Didn't really even care if someone was in the bush, to be honest. He was still looking very greedily for something. As you're right, the base completely in tatters right now. A fantastic engage, though, from Love CD. Couple that with the Chaos Storm from this Victor, and we've seen the makings of what their team comp was looking to do. It's just taken them 29 minutes and a 14,000 gold lead for them to finally get it done.
I mean, if Looper was there in Meganar form, M3
wow.
wrecked that team fight. Like,
we
absolutely wrecked that fight. Loveling is really big.
Yeah, I thought we were zoomed in.
Oh, Dade. Cool flushes out. Gravity field down. Death Ray. Oh, my God. Cool. Dade with another 1v1.
Cool just doesn't learn.
Dade's like, yep.
Why?
That's cool. That's cool looking. Aww.
He tried to stop the recall with the Absolute Zero. Didn't get there in time, but that was super close, I guarantee it.
Cool's having a little smile there in the bottom left. At least he knows his team's still winning. Dade. Yeah. It's tough. Inhibitor respawns, though. M3 are not out of this game.
They're not by any means. The Victor's the one with the kill.
Oh, Condi! Dade's lovely. He's really big. Does that, like, make Body Slam better? Oh, God! Condi going in absolutely huge for the ulti. Blocked out by Unbreakable. Love City going back in. Xiang popped in by Gravity Field. Looper desperately needs some rage here, but he can't quite get it in time. Mininar looking to die here. They're chasing him down. Dade thrown into the team, but he'll flash out to safety. Loveling still chasing him. Dade trying to live, but he will die. SMSU will get cleaned up there as well, and OMG will get the ace and quite possibly the game.
This should be the game. That was a rod of ages, by the way, from this Nunu. He decided to get a 30-minute rod just to start scaling now if they found some semblance of a comeback. OMG, even with Cool trying his best to throw, trying to 1v1 Dade multiple times and dying for it, they should still be able to finally end this game in a commanding place.
Condi's back, but he can't really do anything about it. Doesn't have his ulti, doesn't have a hope here, and OMG will claim game #1 in dominant fashion. And to be honest, it's funny to think about Uzi being on the bench that game, because Loveling did nothing but gank bottom lane.
Yeah, it's really weird to consider, but in saying that, North making it work,
he did.
Finding the kills, snowballing the game through his aggressive 1v1s. And honestly, I felt like they won that game through strong drafting to begin with. They then translated that drafting into a stellar performance throughout the entirety of that game. And they come out with what was the most commanding victory I've seen in a while.
Yeah, OMG, again, when they play from ahead, when they play